Thank you, Madam Speaker. I rise today in support of three critical pieces of legislation that are in the House this week. I proudly endorsed and co-sponsored all three of them to keep our promise to essential workers and support communities across the country. It's time for Congress to start delivering the results that we have promised to the American people. First, I'd like to begin by praising the passage of H.R. 2499, the Federal Firefighters Fairness Act of 2022. There are over 15,000 firefighters employed by the federal government. Each of them is at greater risk of developing illnesses due to their job. These hazards include diesel emissions, carbon monoxide, and other cancer-causing chemicals released by fires that they combat on a regular basis. 48 states have compensation laws that provide firefighters with a presumption that certain diseases were contracted on the job. However, no such rule applies so far to federal firefighters, and it's time we correct this wrong and stand behind the brave men and women who protect us. I'd also like to urge the pass of H.R. 903, the right for the Transportation Security Administration Workforce Act. 365 days a year, TSA agents across the country ensure safe travel to all of us. Despite working through COVID-19 pandemics and government shutdowns, agents face stagnant pay. These brave men and women deserve better, which is why I'm a proud co-sponsor of H.R. 903. This legislation will put TSA agents on a level playing field with other federal employees, and we need to do this today. Finally, Madam Speaker, I urge the passage of H.R. 5129, the Community Services Block Grants Modernization Act of 2022. This bill reauthorizes the community service block grants for the next 10 years that improve the lives of Americans across the country and have done so much in my district. Just this year, over $3 million of these grants help improve the lives of communities in South Texas, in my district. This is a product of the war on poverty. These grants support poverty reduction, increase in health access, and many other benefits. I urge my colleagues to vote yes on this legislation and continue the program for South Texans and Americans across this country. I urge the House to pass these bipartisan pieces of legislation so we can get them to the President's desk, and I yield back.